Hi everybody, my name is Abraham Saivisi and this is the video for defect number 3936, errors on results page. So if we take a look at the card as it's defined on Mingle, we'll see that the steps to reproduce is to go on the results page, independent of which query filters or sorting criteria. The expected result is that the page should load with no errors except for the 404s related to not finding the thumbnail images for the properties displayed, as this is part of its intended functionality in that it uses the 404 to display the fallback generic property image, meaning we should expect to see an array of 404 errors in the case that there are no thumbnail images appropriate and to that property. It's part of how the system was built. So it's the most effective approach to have a fallback approach. So the 404s that we see are actually intended functionality, but any other errors that we see are not at all intended. So if we take a look at the BreazeHome production server right now, we see that if we go on the results page, so we see that these are the 404 errors that we do expect. That is okay, and so that corresponds to each of these thumbnail images that had to fall back to the default one because the listings didn't include in them an array of pictures. But we also have this type error in which we're accessing an ID of an undefined, and that error repeats itself multiple times. For each property, that error repeats itself. So if we look at the changes done into the local server, we'll see that once we try the same approach in the local server, we'll see that that specific issue has been addressed. So if we see, we have the 404 errors as expected, but we no longer have the error associated with that undefined property. And so the changes that we did to the code base, that I applied to the code base, are I simply changed previously the user ID was being accessed directly. So it was accessing rootscope user.id here all the time without this validation. So at the beginning of the function, I validate to see if rootscope user is defined. And if it's not defined, then the call to the function is saved is irrelevant to us because saved is specifically a property of registered and logged in users. So it doesn't apply to us anymore. So I return, and through that validation, I basically ensure that when ID is called, it's only on a defined user. And that pretty much concludes the handling of this small defect. This is our team, the results team, contact information. Our product owner is Dr. Masood Sajadi, and any questions could be addressed to him. Thank you for watching.